If I speak a single word during this debate, I auto-concede, okay? Rancho's gonna 1v2 you.
No,
you're
gonna
no. Logic, stop letting this monkey talk over me. Look,
Okay.
Before we do anything, okay, I'm just gonna make this automatically clear, straightforwardly clear, okay? I'm not going to say a single word during this.
Why are you doing this? Why are you not trying to debate? You lame.
Wait, just be
You're
quiet.
scary, bro.
Let me tell you what, stop talking.
So when we beat him, he gonna say,
all right, just be quiet.
No, because look, no. I'll tell you this. Wait, listen. Here's what I'll tell you. If you beat Rancho, no, listen. If you beat Rancho, I'll go around saying Kylo and Cap.kg. Not only did they beat Rancho, but they beat me substantively, rhetorically, and I won't say a word during this debate. But if you beat Rancho, I will go around saying that you beat me. I'll go around saying that you're better than me. I'll go around putting you above me on tier list. I'll go around saying that you're better than Lucario since I just beat the shit out of Lucario.
Whatever, bro. Let's get into it.
As soon as they lose, Brij will be like, "Oh, I didn't talk. I'm gonna."
So here's what we're gonna do, bro. It's fine. No. On everything I love, clip this right now. If Rancho loses this 2v1, okay, I will wholeheartedly go around saying that Kylo and Cap are both better than me, okay? To preface, Rancho is my student. He agrees that I'm better than him. He's going to beat the shit out of them 2v1 while he has to be quiet as well, okay?
All right, that's a bet, bro.
He's going to beat the shit out of you.
Skip the meta, pussy.
All right,
skip all this yapping. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. You yapping.
Okay.
You're yapping, pussy.
Okay, be quiet, Kylo. Kylo, be quiet.
Don't tell me to be quiet. He's yapping. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
I don't fucking converse with gorillas.
Let's get into it.
Yo, Brij, just mute.
Kick him. Let me say the conditions.
Brij, you just said him. He agreed. Everyone got the conditions.
Let's get into it.
I didn't even say that.
Nigga, you're beating yourself right now.
Stop talking over me, dumbass. Okay,
bitch, you don't get to control no traffic over here.
Let Rancho talk.
Let's get into it,
just mute this guy. Like, why is he talking?
Okay, Brij, be quiet. Let Rancho talk.
Okay. Rancho, give the conditions that you know are true.
Yeah. Look, it's 6 a.m. My roommate's like in the room next door and he's sleeping. All right, so I can't get too loud. So like ape out and start screaming.
Let's get into the debate, gang. Y'all doing all this
let him talk, bro.
Shut the fuck up. Logic, stop. Yo, Logic.
You can just mod how you want.
Logic. Moderate this live.
Fucking mute my mic, bro.
Bro, I literally can't mute. This full bro. Chase just has to
kick him. If he's talking over me, kick him. Simple. Okay.
You don't control no traffic, nigga. Let's debate.
Logic, kick him, or I'm gonna. Oh, I don't control traffic. You just got kicked, but I don't have mod. I don't control traffic. You don't control any traffic, bro. Life good in America, but better in Albania. You don't control any traffic, but you just got fucking kicked off the live despite the fact that I don't have mod.
Kick me again, bitch. We're not debating.
Okay, don't kick him. Okay, wait, hold on. Everyone just be quiet.
So here's what we're doing.
Wait, Brij, just be quiet. Okay, look, everyone understands the conditions. Okay, Cap and Kylo disagreed. If there's any new conditions you want to lay out that you didn't previously lay out,
that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, so now what's going to happen is Apollo's going to lay out conditions that he didn't previously. And Kylo, you're not going to interrupt because he's giving you conditions that weren't already stated. And then after those conditions, Rancho's going to begin the debate.
Okay, these are the conditions by which I'll abide by. Okay. I won't talk during this debate, okay?
You're repeating yourself,
sorry, I'm recapitulating for the audience because there's 53
just
people.
Be quiet.
There's 53. This ape doesn't understand showmanship because it's a fucking gorilla. Okay, look.
Okay, just hurry up, Brij, and Kylo, be quiet.
Okay. We already know that condition. Here's the one. You're not going to talk over Rancho, okay? If you guys are talking, you guys are going to do this talking stick style. You're going to 2v1 Rancho, and you're going to have a talking stick. If Rancho loses in a 2v1 with a talking stick, with a 30 to 45 second talking stick, I will go around saying that both of you are significantly better than me and Rancho. I will go around claiming that you guys are better than Lucario. I will go around putting you above me on every single tier list that I make and tell people that you're significantly better than me, both rhetorically, substantively, and knowledge-wise, okay? And that's with a talking stick on the God topic, and you're debating Rancho, and I won't speak a single word during this debate. You stupid fucking gorillas. Now just clap by my student.
Thank you. So now I'm going to make preliminary statements, pussy bitch. So I'm going to talk, and you're going to sit the fuck down and listen. So in this debate, this retard fuck's not going to speak, and I just said the R word. I'll be back, bro.
Okay, yeah, you could drop. And then the judges for the debate, who do we want judging? Cause
I can judge.
Okay, logical judge.
Logic, shut the fuck up. You don't pick judges, bitch. So let's be clear. So
by the way,
shut the fuck up. Here's the preliminary statement.
Just so we're
clear. Right. So
the logic
Brij is not
at the
gonna say a
bottom will
fucking word
judge.
after we beat the fuck out of Brij. He's gonna obviously acknowledge that he's our sons. Brij gonna get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Brij gonna get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Rancho's gonna get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Brij gonna get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Now, Brij is not to say a word within the 2v1 since he just acknowledged he's going to get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Brij going to get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Rancho going to get beat the fuck up in the 2v1. Now, with that being said, now the preliminary statements are done. We're not doing judges. We're going to just do moderation. I don't know why the fuck you're over talking me when I just got dropped for being over talked, bitch. So, Brij going to get beat the fuck up in 2v1. Now, we're going to have moderation. Who's going to be the mod here?
Chase is the mod. Or actually, Logic at the bottom there can be the mod.
I can be the mod.
Okay, so Logic will be the mod.
Who is Logic? Who is this Logic? Hold on, who is this Logic guy?
He's kind of a chill guy actually.
Yo, Logic, speak.
Yo, what's good?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, he's not moderating. So
why can't I moderate?
Ash can be because I said bitch. Ash can be the moderator.
Okay, Chase will mod. Ash doesn't have mod. I can't give it. Or actually,
okay, Chase can moderate, and if he mismoderates one time, his bitch ass is gone.
Okay, great.
Pussy, bro.
Shut up, bitch. You stay muted.
Rancho says he wants 3 judges.
You fucking Jerry Slick Girl backhead, bitch. You beetle looking bitch.
Can I get 3 judges?
Like, we know who Logic. I mean, we know who that Logic nigga is down there. That's that nigga Lucario, slick back, beetle head looking. You fucking Jerry. You Jerry Curl looking bitch. But anyways, Anyways, we agreed Chase gonna be the moderator. We're not doing judges simple because niggas are biased. We're gonna just have the recording where people can make their own verdict. So with that being said, we're gonna get right
Can we
into
do a
it.
poll at the end then?
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Even though polls hold no bearing to the actual debate.
Oh
Bro,
my God,
Kylo,
bro.
do you have an alt account? You just got a restriction. If not, yeah.
Yo, thanks for the gifts.
Just comment if you have an alt account. If not, okay, he's requesting to come back up. If I get restricted, then whatever.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Bro.
Okay, I did get restricted, but it's fine.
So let's just get right into it. So, Cap, are you here, Twin?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right, bro. So let's just be clear. So today's discussion is gonna be me and Cap versus Brij and Rancho. Now, Brij, my fucking son, the pussy bitch, decided that he didn't want to speak and just dialected. But either way, or if we win, it's still gonna be a win. Nevertheless, so the proposition is God exists, and me and my interlocutor here, or nevertheless, my teammate Cap, will be taking the affirmative view, and Rancho will be taking negation. Let's just do some preliminary definitions. Now, we take God to be a necessary being, right? Necessary being simpliciter, full stop. Now, with that being said, we're going to levy the argument, and then you can give your critiques. How does that sound, Rancho?
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Let me know.
All right. I'll let my associate here, Cap, start it off.
Yeah, so the argument is the KG ontological argument. Give me 1 second. I'm about to pull it up.
And in the meantime, let's make sure we're sharing that live out, tapping that screen, and sending me all the guests.
All right.
Yo, Logic, can we do a quick prayer?
Yeah, let's say our Father, Twin.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, bet. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but away from evil. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
So
All right,
we
I
got
got
the
the
prayer.
argument. Let's
And
get
then
right.
Cap's gonna lay out the argument.
ahead.
Premise 1 is just going to be if no necessary thing is possible, and the set of all contingent states is possible, that set of all contingent states couldn't possibly have an external explanation.
Well, yeah, then the set couldn't have an external explanation.
You disagree with premise 1 so far?
Could you repeat that?
Yeah, if no necessary thing is possible, and the set of all contingent states is possible, then the set of all contingent states couldn't possibly have an external explanation.
You're saying there's a finite set of
No
contingent things?
one said anything about that. Listen, could you say it one more time?
Yeah, if no necessary thing is possible, and the set of all contingent states is possible, then the set of all contingent states couldn't possibly have an external explanation.
Yeah, when you say the set of all contingent things, do you take the set to be finite or infinite?
I don't see why that's pertinent.
Yeah,
That's
we're not even
pertinent
committed to saying
because
that it
it's-
exists.
Well, the reason why it's going to be pertinent is because if you say that it's an infinite contingent set, right, and then you'd say that doesn't have an external explanation, that's going to be different than there's a finite contingent set and then that has a necessary explanation.
What?
Right, so like let's say you're
Wait, can you
going to the
recapitulate premise? Can you recapitulate premise 1?
Yeah, I was saying if a necessary thing is impossible and a set of contingent things is possible, then it would be the case that the contingent set of things doesn't have an external explanation.
Couldn't possibly have one.
Yeah, so it doesn't have one.
Yeah, but the relevant factor there is that it's impossible.
Okay, sure.
Okay, perfect. Premise 2, a contingent
Wait,
totality.
I didn't agree to that. Hello.
Okay.
I asked a clarifying question. That set
What was
of
the clarifying
contingent things. Yeah, is the set of contingent things in reference uncountably infinite or discrete?
What's the limit? Go ahead.
I mean, I don't really think it matters because we're not even committed to saying that this set of all contingent things actually exists.
Look, it matters because in one case I'll accept the premise and in the other case I won't.
You want to say in the case where it's infinite, so you don't want to accept it in virtue of there being some contradiction into it?
No, and if there's an infinite set, it seems that you guys are going to invoke the PSR soon, right? So I just want to get clear.
Look.
Nobody's
you want to say
about PSR.
Hold on. Look, you want to say it being finite or infinite changes the outcome of your answer. And you want to say that's true in virtue of one of the answers and telling a contradiction or some other reason?
No, it's just I have my own reasons, which is going to be relevant down the line. But can you just answer my question?
Yeah, so it could be either one of the two. I don't see the problem.
Yeah, it's just defined as the mereological totality of all contingent things in any given possible world W.
I agree. Okay.
You agree with premise 1?
No. Oh my God. I understand what a set is.
Let's try with it being finite and see if your answer, if you agree. Let's say it's finite, is you're going to agree with yes or no?
Okay. If it is finite and there's no necessary thing.
Yeah, couldn't possibly have no explanation.
Yeah, probably I agree to that. But then
let's let that be the working definition for the sake of productivity, and we're gonna move the fuck on. So, you could capitulate premise 2, please.
Yeah, premise 2, a set of all contingent states is possible, and that possible set of all contingent states could possibly have some external explanation.
Do you agree with that, boss?
Can you just give me the full argument, and then I'll just tell you what my experience
well, because the problem with that is the argument is low key like extensive, and people always ask that they want to go back, just knock it out piece by piece for the sake of productivity.
I mean, it doesn't let me formulate what I think the issue of the argument is.
What, you want to talk about the validity or some shit?
I mean, one, yeah, I'm skeptical.
It follows. It follows. Trust me, buddy. We've been over this.
Just
It
lay out the
follows
full
out.
argument,
just
Kylo.
Logic, shut the fuck up. You're not the moderator. Don't do
just
that
lay
again.
it out.
Can we just get
Look,
the answer to Rancho's question?
Wait, who is this guy? Drop this guy. Who is that?
That's
Chase?
what we're waiting for the
That's
answer.
the moderator.
Oh, you better be lucky that was the moderator.
Can we just
What's-
have a response?
I've
to the
asked.
question?
Look, I've
What
asked
do you mean
I've had
response?
2 requests, and you've denied both of these requests.
What's your request, nigga?
Yeah, the first request is when you're talking about the set, is it finite?
We
or
already answered that, so
infinite?
that's your first blunder
Well,
because
you
you just
said-
lied. We just said the working definition is a finite set, so I don't know why you sit up here lying.
Yeah, you also
Yeah,
signed
because-
off on premise 1 under it being.
Yeah, under the other thing, but then in the second premise, when you invoke that, that's also gonna. Are you just
Yeah,
saying that
it's
impossible?
it follows over, buddy.
This is the working
Wait,
definition.
because the issue is I can grant the second premise if it's finite, but then I could just say that there is an infinite set, so then it doesn't work. Right?
Okay,
So
you
we
want
need
wait?
get
Hold on.
clear-
That's compatible with the argument.
That's not mutually exclusive. That's your
Yeah.
second blunder. That's your second blunder of
Can
this.
we
Listen.
not interrupt? Let's just let him finish.
Oh my
Let him finish his
God.
sentence.
Are you LG?
Look,
Okay, never
I
mind.
I've made a request, which I think is perfectly valid, which is
What's
I
your
wanna hear
request?
I want to hear the entire argument, and then
Okay,
ask
can
for-
you? Okay, that's fine. Let's get to it. Cap will explicate the argument.
Yeah, I'll just say it verbally.
Wait, let me get my computer to type it out real quick.
Oh my god. Ooh, how about need me another prayer? Yo, Chase, how's your day been today? Yo, did the judge not moderate on him speaking? Oh, bitch ass nigga. And
Chill,
Chase,
son, you're gonna get restricted. again.
Chase, you can get beat the fuck up next too.
Yeah.
Low tier.
Wait, what
Oh,
was
so
your
we're being
definition of
racist.
a
So
god, by
who
the
is
way?
just being racist?
Yeah, I don't. We gotta stop tolerating this racism. That ass.
Crazy.
Okay, what's the conclusion?
Public
of the argument
racism is
going to be?
beyond me.
Yeah, there is a necessary thing, at least one. That's the
Wait,
conclusion.
you take God to be a necessary thing?
Ain't that what we said, dummy?
Yep.
I frankly don't remember you saying
You
that.
don't remember shit.
That's right.
I know it's right.
Okay, so you take God to be a necessary thing?
That's the
Yeah.
answer.
That we said
Well,
this on the
that's-
onset.
Look, that's going to be an extremely proprietary definition.
Is that a defeater?
Well, it's a defeater in the sense
I didn't
that
ask you that.
you literally just asked me if it's a defeater.
Yes or no? It's a binary question.
Yes, it is a defeater.
Okay, go ahead. Give the argument for that being a defeater of argument. Go ahead.
Yeah. All I take a defeater to be is whatever sentence I utter next, and then I just utter a sentence. You see how stupid that sounds? The
Yo,
reason
Rancho, I
why
thought you were
it's
better
going to
than this.
be
What are we doing, gang? Like,
the
what are we
reason
doing, gang?
why
Come on.
it's going to be the reason why it's going to be an issue when you define God in an extremely proprietary sense is seemingly your argument is supposed to convey one conclusion, and then it seems that people who you want to call theists can actually.
Why are you whistling
Then
through
you
your
just be
teeth when you speak?
equivocating on what we mean by God, though. Because look, all that's meant by
Yeah,
God in our
just
argument is
Just
necessary.
let him finish. Hello.
Yo,
Let
can you
him
shut
finish.
up? We having a good
No.
conversation here.
Just let Rancho finish his sentence. Like, let's do this. When Rancho's speaking, y'all move your mic so we don't get this interrupting.
Look,
Oh
let's
my
say
God,
I
we
just
got one of
define-
these type of
Let's say
moderators.
I just define God as my mother because my mother is the world to me.
Dude,
And
we
I just
gave
say,
you our
"Oh, God
definition at the
exists."
start of the debate, dummy.
Stop
No,
interrupting.
We
Hello.
were aping out for like 10 minutes, and then I said, "Okay, fine, let's debate."
Bro, do you have a defeater or not? This is cope.
Wait, I just gave you my issue.
Do you
Look,
believe in a necessary
wait,
being?
hold on, wait. We can get this sorted out really easily. Look, given what we mean by God, is the argument valid and sound?
You haven't even given me the entire argument.
Yes,
and
bro.
I'm suspecting not. But I'm just saying you're presumably giving an argument for God. What I mean by God is, broadly speaking,
But that's not what we mean by God. And we
Look,
said it on
okay,
the onset.
so
Don't
I'm-
Look,
avoid
do
it.
you
I don't
believe
know
in a
why.
necessary being, boy?
Do you think that was like a rhetorical
Chop chop,
point?
dude. You looking
Can we
bad right now?
stop
Now you doing this like
interruptions?
stun like.
What are we doing?
Look,
Stop
I'm
Bro,
just
interrupting.
saying
Chase, shut
people-
your
standard
tone police ass.
regulations-
We're gonna
Look,
stop
people-
interrupting.
Stop
people-
trying to tone police, bitch. We having a good
Look,
Yo,
conversation.
Wallahi, can we get a new
Stop
mod, bro?
interrupting.
We need a new
Listen,
moderator.
No,
New
we're not
moderator.
gonna get a new moderator. So stop interrupting.
Listen,
No
the
matter.
issue
Rancho,
is
let's take this to
standard-
Discord. Let's take this to
I don't
Discord
have
because
Discord.
this
Look,
goofy
just
keep
stop.
muting me.
Look, it's 6:15 in the morning, and I have class in 3 hours. Okay,
Do you believe in God the way we use it or not?
just let me get my point through.
This is damage
The
control. You're
issue-
trying to get away from the point, game.
If you afford me the decency to speak, yeah.
If you're going to respond to the pertinent topic, which is a necessary being existing, do you believe in a necessary
No,
being? Yes or
that's
no?
not the pertinent topic. The pertinent
It's what we
topic
take
is
God to
if
be.
you're yes, exactly. And I'm saying the issue with your definition is
Oh my
standard
God.
formulations of atheists like Monkey Boy or Richard Dawkins or Sam Harris could just say, "Well, yeah, I believe a necessary
Wow.
being exists, but that
Wow.
wouldn't be God." So if
Wow.
an atheist
How
can
is this
believe
relevant
in
to whether or
yours,
not our argument sound?
Do you
Like,
believe in
what-
God the
No.
way we're using it?
no, I don't believe in
Thank
God
you.
the way
So
you're using
let's
it.
continue then, bitch.
I don't believe God
So
is the
let's-
thing that you're referring to God as.
Perfect. So let's get to the argument,
What do you
nigga.
mean
Wait,
perfect? Your
you said-
argument doesn't conclude in God existing.
Hold
Do
on,
you
wait, wait,
understand the
for God
difference? Do
existing.
you understand that there are stipulative definitions, Rancho?
Yeah, and I'm rejecting yours.
What does it mean to reject the definition? What does that mean?
I'm just saying that it's not the definition the way I think it's used. I don't have the disposition to use the term in that manner.
The only way this could work is if you're like a semantic realist, in which
Wait,
case
that's not true
I'll
at
just
all.
deny that. I don't think definitions are the kinds of things that are true. That right?
I
I
never
don't know
said
what
your
it means to
definition
say
was
that.
false.
Wait,
So
but you
then
know
it's
that.
not relevant. You're
Hold
just
on.
equivocating on what we
Wait,
take God to
Rancho,
be.
you know what
Oh my God.
equivocation is,
Okay.
right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, do you agree
I
that
hold to a Wittgensteinian theory of concepts. Are you
hold
familiar with
on.
that?
We don't need to get into meta. Do you understand how we're
This
using the
isn't
term?
meta. This is
It is.
directly
Do you
pertinent.
understand how we're
The
using the
reason why I'm
term?
bringing up,
Do you
look,
understand how
shut
you
up.
were using the term?
Look, shut up. You're a
Do you
failed
understand
rapper.
how we're using the term?
I'm saying
Just
the
Oh, you're a
reason
let
failed
why
rapper?
it
That was a
Rancho.
low
matters.
tier
What are we
jab, nigga.
doing?
Yeah. Look,
Do
the
you
reason
understand
why
how we're
I'm
using the
saying that
term?
this is
Just let
relevant
Rancho
is because
finish.
when I invoke a
This
term,
bitch
I
keeps saying
don't
let
care
Rancho
as
finish.
much about the definition. I actually care about the dispositions in which it is used.
Bro,
When I
this
invoke
is
a term
coke.
as such as knowledge, what I'm using there, or the parts that I care about there, is how the term is commonly used.
Do you
If
believe
the
in a
term
necessary
is
being,
not
bro?
commonly used in this fashion, then it
Okay,
isn't
look,
going to
why
be
does
what I
that
take the
matter?
definition to be, because that's my theory of
Look,
concepts.
wait,
That's
Rancho,
what I think concepts are.
Do you understand what we mean by God?
I don't agree that that's
I
what
didn't
God
ask you that.
is.
Stop dodging. You're looking bad right now. Do you understand what we mean by God? What do we mean? What do we
Yes,
mean? Yes?
I
Okay, now
understand
do
that
you
you
believe
take
wait.
God to be a necessary
The
being,
way
but
we
I don't take God to be
hold
a
on, the God
necessary
we
being.
believe, do you believe in God the way we believe in God?
I don't believe God is the thing that you referred to now.
Okay, I didn't ask you that. I said, do you believe in God the way we do, bitch? You're stun
That
locked.
doesn't even.
You're stun locked as fuck, gang. It's obvious the answer is no. So engage with the argument. You know you can't critique the argument, pussy, so you're gonna meta because you get your teeth caved in. And this is a very bad look for you, king. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna critique the argument, you're gonna get your teeth caved in, and you're gonna call us king. Like a simple.
If I ain't gonna lie, gang, if you're not
Look,
rejecting the premise or asking us to get clarity on the terms or any of that
look.
related to
The
our
issue.
argument,
Look,
you can
if
shut up.
you
And
look,
Brij is
Just
so
let him
lucky. No,
respond.
tell Brij tap
when
in.
Just
yo,
let him
I don't
respond.
need him to do
Yo,
anything of that
wallahi, we need a
nature.
new mob, bro.
Yo,
Wallahi,
stop
we need a new
muting
mom.
me.
Let
Stop
him
muting
Stop
me.
respond.
beating. Look, stop
I
beating on
will
your
mute and
chest
interrupt.
Stop
and
running. You racist fuck.
just shut up. Holy. Okay,
Why are you running from the argument?
I'm
You were
Okay,
just
not.
engaging.
I'm not.
what
You
I'll
were
do
just
is
engaging.
Please.
okay. What I'll do is I'll drop when Rancho's speaking since we can't stop the interruptions. That's what
Look,
we'll do.
Yo,
I
wallahi, new
just.
mod or we not debating, gang. I don't care. This shit is
So
crazy.
you're
New
You
mod or
can
we not
running
debating,
then? Is that
wallahi.
what you're doing?
Wallahi, gang, new mod or we not debating, bro.
Just let Rancho finish.
Y'all are free to run, by the way, if that's what you want to do.
look. I thought that you'd be giving an argument that God exists, and by God, I just take that to be a triomni being. Now, I'm willing to say that there's other, conceptions of God, such as limited being theism, or even deism, or something of that nature. Those seem to be pretty well accepted terms. But if you just define God as a necessary being, I just have no reason to accept that view. Because I think an atheist can sign off on that, at least the way that I use the terms.
Bro, you guys are getting beat the fuck up. Chase, you're like a plushie, bitch. Your word doesn't mean nothing here. Boy, you understand? Like,
Address the
hold on.
system.
Chase, we need a new moderator.
You're
Like,
attacking
logic.
the moderator.
Logic, get us a new mod. Get us a new
Yeah, I
mod.
told you logic in the bottom is
Get,
the mod, but you said no
yeah,
for some
that's
reason.
fine. That's fine.
That's-
Anything but this
Okay,
Chase
great.
creature.
Logic in the bottom is the new mod.
You
So
Chase, yeah, bitch.
is
So,
that chill with
Chase,
you, Logic?
Chase, you hear that?
Yup.
You
Okay,
hear that?
Logic. Wait, hold on, real quick. Logic, we're gonna do talking sticks. So just
You hear that, Chase? You better not click a mute button, bitch.
All right, to be clear,
So,
we're doing talking sticks, so if you talk while another's talking, you will be dropped.
oh, this nigga sassy too. Like, I don't even know about this guy. But yeah, Chase, get the fuck out of here. All right, let's be clear, Rancho. The question was the way we use the term God. Oh my God.
Yo, hold on. Let
Yo,
me just.
son. Wait, hold on. Kylo, you got restricted, bro. Do you have another account? Because last time I let you back up, I still got.
Yo, Kylo, hop on his
restricted.
Ursa account, gang.
Yeah,
But look,
just
Rancho, you
hop on
understand, right?
another account.
When we use the term
Capital
God,
reason.
yeah, when we use the term God, we have certain definitional characteristics that we're alluding to, right? You understand that?
Yeah, I
Nah,
agree.
wait, hold up. No,
Perfect.
Kylo,
So
you have to
under
come back on a
the
different
term, the
account.
way we're using it, with the definitional characteristics of the term, do you believe in that God?
I mean, I'm curious to hear your argument. Obviously, if I say yes, then I concede to the argument. I'm not going to do that.
So you don't
But
believe in
the
that God, in
reason,
which case we have an
look,
argument
Cap,
for that.
shut up for 5 seconds. Holy fuck, dude. I'm saying you were supposed to deliver an argument for God existing, and you're just delivering an argument for some necessary thing existing.
Yeah, and
So
that's what
you
we
aren't
take God
meeting
to
your
be.
burden. Okay, if I ask you for an argument that God exists, and you give me an argument that your mother exists, and then you say I just take God to mean my mother, right?
Look, buddy.
That's not going to be fulfilling your dialectic
Buddy, you
burden.
said you don't believe in a necessary being already.
Yes. Do you want to debate if
So
a
we can just
necessary
debate on
thing
that.
exists?
Yes, Goofy.
Okay, so we're not
That's
debating
what
on
we've
if
been
God
saying.
exists.
What do we call God?
That's oh
What
my
do we
god.
call God? Answer that.
What do you mean we? You and Cap with your
Who
stupid ass
else? Who else?
definition?
Who else would I be talking about? Duh, me and
Spike your
Cap.
cortisol.
Duh. Duh.
The way that yes, the idiotic definition that you guys have is just a necessary thing.
Perfect. So God and the necessary thing are synonymous, correct?
Sure.
Good boy.
Under your
You're
definition.
good boy. So now, given our definition of God, do you believe God exists? Yes or no? Well, you already
Give
said
me
no. You already said
yeah,
no. So now
obviously.
we're gonna prove that God exists the way we're using the term. Let's get back into the argument. So,
No. Okay, so
what are
you're
you saying? Wait
conceding. Wait,
for?
wait, because this is important. So you're
Wait, what
conceding
point
you're
would I be
not giving an
conceding?
argument. Yeah, you're not giving an argument for God. You're actually giving an
Hold
argument
on.
for
What
a
do you take a
necessary
concession?
thing.
What do you take a concession to be?
I'm not interested in the
Oh,
random
I'm
rhetorical
asking you a clarity
questions.
question, my son.
Why would I have to give a definition?
Because given that I don't know how you're using the term, so I don't see why you wouldn't want to answer clarity
You
questions.
don't understand certain dispositions of when people.
I don't understand how you're using the term equivocation. Or I'm sorry. What did you say? You said you're conceding. I don't understand how conceding will be relevant as dialectic given we haven't said anything is not the case, but you're making a claim we're saying it's not the case. So you must be using it idiosyncratic. So I'm definitely gonna ask you how you're using the term.
Look, take a sip of water. Calm
You
down.
take the sip
You're
of water,
running out
bitch.
of breath.
So what do you take a concession to be?
Yo, Logic,
Concession
can
in
we
the
get
dialectic
talking
is
stick
just
going? Or
We don't
when
need
you
talking
walk
stick. We're
back-
making good progression. Let us
Well,
speak
I want
fluently.
talking
Well,
stick.
hang
I
on.
want
Okay,
talking
okay,
stick.
okay. We'll do talking stick, but to be clear, to be completely fair to Kylo and Cap, they did give their definition for God right on the onset, and it was never challenged. After which,
W
After we
moderator.
started the debate.
W
well,
moderator. I like this guy.
Hang on. After which, they gave premise 1 and premise 2, and only after premise 2, the definition for God was contested. Okay,
I like
so
this guy.
for the sake of the debate, out of all fairness, we should let them proceed with the premises that they've offered, arguing in favor for what Rancho and me personally would think to be a proprietary definition for God, but a definition that they gave from the onset.
Amen. I like this guy. Yes. Let's get to it, Rancho. You're looking very bad right now. Your daddy Brij is disappointed. So we're gonna get back to premise 2. Do you have an objection to premise 2?
Just asked you to lay out the full argument.
To be fair,
Okay,
Rancho
premise
did
one.
request for you to lay out the entire argument. You guys
Yes. Then Celestial Giant Cap can do that right now.
Yeah, so premise 1 is if no necessary thing is possible, and the set of all contingent states is possible, then the possible set of all contingent states couldn't possibly have an external explanation.
Okay, so if no necessary thing is possible and the set of all contingent things is possible, then the set will have, or it's
Couldn't
impossible for the
possibly.
set. Couldn't possibly have an explanation.
An external explanation.
And
This guy's a bad tracker.
Okay, what's first?
All right, premise 2 is a set of all contingent states is possible, and the possible set of all contingent states could possibly have some external explanation.
And the set of all possible states could have an external explanation. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Well, we actually get conclusion 1 just from modus tollens with double negation. You get some necessary thing being possible.
Necessary.
Does he whistle through his teeth when he speaks?
Bro, I'm talking really quietly because my roommate is sleeping next door.
Okay, for the laying out of the rest of the argument, it'll just be Cap and Rancho. We don't need the ad libs from Kylo.
Yo, why y'all drop my teammate? What the fuck? Y'all
Because there's unnecessary interruption. Just give out the premises. We'll bring him back up.
All right, premise 3 is a necessary thing is either impossible or necessary.
Wait, what?
Yeah, a necessary thing is either impossible or necessary.
Okay.
And then if you just use this disjunctive syllogism given to you 1, you just get there's at least one necessary thing.
Okay. So, and this is why I want clarity on the beginning part.
Oh, this guy sounds like the nerd emoji.
Kylo, you're 24 years old. You're a failed rapper. You're fat as fuck.
Off the rhetoric. Off the rhetoric.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, so the question that I have here is when you say the set of all possible things could have an external explanation, why would I agree to that?
That's a tracking error. It's actually the possible set of all contingent states could possibly have.
Can this goofy stop kicking me?
Stop kicking
Okay, Kylo, Kylo.
This is why we gotta go to the Discord.
Let Cap lay out the argument
Look,
and then speak.
Hold on, no. You don't tell me. It's a 2v1. It's really a 2v2. I speak when I want to. What are you talking about?
But yeah, low key, I mean, I already laid out the argument, so there's no point in kicking it. But yeah, yeah, I mean, you had a tracking error there. I was just getting clarity on that. But if you're asking me why I think it's possible, right? We're using possibility in the type logical modality where what it means to be possible is that the proposition doesn't output as false under at least one evaluation. Now, you might be asking, well, what does that mean? And I'm going to show you because we have what's called a conjunctive truth table where we take postulates P and Q, and we obviously can see that it outputs as true under at least one evaluation, which would just mean that it's possible.
This dude's getting knowledge gap right now.
So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up the truth table.
Bro, he should be able to conceptualize it, huh?
And the only way you can reject the truth table is if one of the postulates
chill. Don't give him sauce, game.
You're right. I'm gonna show the truth table. Give me 1 second.
Rancho, you can't conceptualize a conjunctive truth table and just plug in the postulates? Like what? What's happening here?
I mean, I'd like for you to show me. Sure.
I didn't ask you that. I said, can you do X? That's a dodge.
Yeah, it's logically possible for me to do X.
Right, so the proper answer there should have been yes, my son.
You're my son?
No, I'm calling you my son. Lock in.
So why did you say the actual answer is
yes, stutter. Breathe. You're nervous right now.
Can we actually just kick this Kylo guy? I'm happy to talk.
Kick me and the debate's over and you lose. You've been getting beat on the whole discussion.
But you've provided nothing of substance.
That's not
true.
Substance
we've got.
Tell me any premise you need me to justify. I can justify all these premises by myself. I'm just allowing my teammate to knock your teeth clean out.
Okay.
Yo, can I get a big screen real quick? Oh, it's not. Okay, hold on.
You might want to resize it or something.
Yeah, I have to screenshot. Give me 1 second.
And Exility, you can come up next, boy.
Hey guys, quick intermission. KG is partnering with Gabble, which is a debating app that allows you to enter cash prize tournaments, climb the leaderboards, and have one-on-one debates with real people or AI bots that are judged. Check out the app with the link below. Now let's get back to the video.
Bro, are we going to get stuck up on a truth table talk, dude? Like, I can just draw this. Do I need to go and draw this?
Bro, why is it not like...
Twin, just conceptualize it. Are you like, come on, dude?
Literally, just think of all the possible truth.
Listen, close your eyes. Picture a conjunctive truth table, buddy. This is elementary. Plug in the postulates, dude. Chop, chop.
Okay.
So and the only way you can reject the truth table, I'm gonna just
get. Stop.
I'm gonna give you some sauce.
No. Wallahi, no, gang. Let this, bro. Let him critique a premise, gang, or we're concluding, gang. Like, we're not doing this extra. I'm gonna help you.
The first sort of thing that I want to get clarity on is the set of all possible, or the set of all contingent things, right?
Oh my God.
So
yeah, I've already
the question
explained
that I have here. Well, no, you didn't, and here's why. When you talk about the set of all contingent things, if you're talking about a finite set, then there might be reason to think that there must be a necessary being to explain that, or necessary.
No, what premise says that? What premise says that?
We're not even there yet. No premise says.
Wait, can you recapitulate premise 2? Recapitulate it.
A set of all contingent states is possible, and the set of all of these states could have an external explanation.
And what's the problem there?
The question that I have is just when you're speaking about the set of all contingent things, you take that to be finite or infinite.
We already answered that.
We already answered that like 30 minutes ago, gang.
Yo, do you want to go to close?
Oh my God.
You want to conclude?
That was in premise 1. And
we already said it translates over, Goofy. Stop playing.
So you take it that a set of all possible.
This is your coping mechanism, bro. We already answered yes.
Look.
The answer is yes. The same definition. We're not equivocating.
Okay, so you take an infinite set of contingent things to be impossible.
What are you? No, that doesn't follow.
No. What are you talking about?
Okay, the issue here is in this premise, when you say a set of all contingent states is possible, right? You're saying that only refers.
Wait, does it say all?
Yes, it does.
It says that the set of contingencies could possibly have an external explanation. There's possibly a set of contingencies. There's possibly a set of contingencies.
When you say the set of contingent states,
possibly a set. There's possibly a set of contingencies.
Oh wait, so it could just be a set of 3 contingent things.
Yes, buddy.
Yes, or 1.
Okay.
It could just be 1 contingent thing.
Was that your tactic? That you just thought you had something there?
No, because generally when
the answer is yes. Now, any more questions?
Look, Cap, can I just talk to you, man? Okay, so the first premise to get clarity on that, you're trying to say that, you're saying if a necessary thing is impossible and a set of all contingent things is possible, then the set couldn't have an external explanation?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that doesn't seem to be true because I could have a set of 3 contingent things, and the explanation for that set of 3 contingent things.
Don't do it.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Look, I could just have a set of 3 contingent things, and then the explanation for that set of 3 contingent things is another contingent thing that's outside of that.
We use the word external, buddy. You got to track the conversation. We have the word external here for a reason.
Okay, when you say
he did it.
what do you mean?
Oh, wait, hold on, stop. Wait, it's our talking time because we're doing talking sticks, so stop speaking now. Cap, he did it, man. Like
this, everybody tries this.
Cap,
shit is crazy.
We said don't do it, and he did it. Look, let me just break this down for my son Rancho. If you were listening in the dialectic on the onset, we explicitly verbatim said external explanation. And any good interlocutor, or what I said, what does external explanation mean? Given they don't know, so we're gonna give you a try because we're gonna help you walk you through this. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to ask us, hey, Kings, what's going to be an external explanation? And we're going to answer that question for you, my son.
Yeah, Cap. When I say external explanation for a given set, what that means to me is there's an explanation outside of the set, aka considered in the complement of the set, that provides an explanation for the elements in the set. Do you not agree with this?
No, that's not what we're talking about.
If so, do you have another explanation or another definition?
No, it's not what we're talking about. It's being referred to the dichotomy. So something's either necessary or contingent. And when we're talking about an external explanation, that's not going to be, you're not going to have explanandum be identical to explanans. So given you have a dichotomy, the only external explanation that's even possible is a necessary thing. Given if it was another contingent thing, it would be an internal explanation and not an external explanation. Do you understand, young man?
Yeah, it's the kind of explanation where the thing doing the explaining and the thing being explained are not of the same class.
Okay. So an explanation. Okay. So the explanation for any contingent thing would be necessary?
No, that's not what
the external explanation for any contingent thing would have to be necessary.
Anything that's external to the set.
Look, if I have a set of contingent things, you would say that the external explanation must be necessary, correct?
Yes, because it's not of the set that's being referred.
This guy's a slow learner.
Okay, I have to think about premise 1 then. I need to write this out.
Can Brij just come help you? Because I really want to make sure he's getting part of this beatdown.
Bro, I don't think Brij understands modal metaphysics either.
So you know that you losing this is going to hurt his rep, right?
Yeah, good thing that I'm not losing this.
Yo, buddy, wake up. Wake up to reality. How does that show go?
You're 25 years old, by the way.
You just said 24. Like, you're so inconsistent.
Inconsistent, nice one.
Inconsistent.
Okay, so
Goofy.
there's a set of wait, in the first premise you definitely said set of all contingent things. Are you saying it's just a set
Once
of
again, we
contingent things?
already explicated that, so stop trying to do this code.
Wait, is it a set
Look,
of
the
all
set of all
contingent things?
contingent things. Look. I'm gonna just
Okay,
say
so
it
it
for
is
the
a set of
last
all
time.
contingent
It's not. Yo, there's possibly a set. There's possibly a set of contingencies.
Possibly a set.
We already said it could be 1 or it could be 3. So I don't know why you keep
Okay, so
trying
why
this
did you say
tactic.
the set of all
Wait,
contingent
did we just
things?
tell you what we're saying?
No, you didn't explain it
Do
sufficiently.
you understand?
Hold
Do you
on.
understand what we're saying?
No, I don't.
Once again, there's possibly a set. There's possibly a set. Listen, of contingencies that have an
Is
external
it a
explanation.
set of contingent things, or is it a set of all contingent
There's
things?
possibly a set.
Of some
There's
contingent things, or all contingent
yeah.
things?
There's possibly a set.
Of some contingent things, or all
Yes,
contingent
it
things?
could be. It doesn't have to be a universal quantifier.
Look, Cap, just answer my question. When you say in premise 1, you're just saying there's a
I
set
just said
of
it could be
some
some.
contingent. Is your name Cap.kg? Look,
We're 2 and 1.
are you saying?
Look,
Oh my God, you're so
I'm gonna say this for clarity.
Like, just let him ask the question.
Wait, Cap. When in your first premise, when you use, I mean, I'm pretty sure you said this. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Where you said if no necessary thing is possible and a set of all contingent things is possible. Did you just mean to say a set of contingent things is possible?
Yeah, that's we don't need it to be a universal quantifier. We actually don't even need the set to exist in reality. By the way,
why is he not tracking, bro? He's going in circles, bro. This is like getting boring now.
Okay, so isn't premise 1 just true, like analytically speaking?
Dude,
the argument's mostly analytic, boss. That's the whole point.
You just now catching on, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I am. Okay, so my issue is going to be with P2. Why would I think that the set of all possible states, which you've
what? Where you keep using universal quantifier?
Oh my God!
Why you keep saying all? You straw
man
man it.
I know. Okay, thank goodness.
We have to let him finish.
The question that I have for you is, why would I grant that a set of contingent things could have an external explanation? Why would I agree with that?
That's where we get the conjunctive truth table, boss. But I don't understand why this is so hard. Look, just take postulate P, which says something like there is a set of contingencies, and postulate Q, which says something like the set of contingencies has an external explanation, right? And plug them into a conjunctive truth table where you evaluate all the possible truth values of the postulates, and you will see that the output test true under at least one evaluation. Now, obviously, that would mean that it's possible given that the postulates are internally coherent.
Man, Rancho,
that's why I asked for the look. Okay, when you're giving me the conjunctive truth table, right? You're just saying that for P, like that would just be true under P is true and Q is true, right?
Cap, let me break this down to this young man. Once again, all premise 2 is saying it's logically possible, and all it means to be logically possible is that at least one evaluation of proposition is output is true. So you can take the postulates. Whereas, can you muzzle yourself? Because you would just kick him off the stage. Kick him off the stage. He's over talking. Yeah, that's what y'all want to do, right? So let me finish and muzzle yourself. Stay muted, boy. So we've already explicated what we take a logical possibility to be, and within the dialectic, your only critiques and objections have been strawmans, which is very bad. So you're going to be equivocating if you take logical possibility to be anything else than what we mean. Do you understand?
Wait, what was your definition of logical possibility?
All right, I'm going. Yes, we did. Bet $1,000 we didn't do that. Bet me $1,000 right now.
Just tell me again, then.
All right, Dan. So once again, logical possibility. So what it means to be logically possible is just saying at least one evaluation, the proposition is output is true. Now you might ask, what is an evaluation? Well, an evaluation is going to be synonymous, identical, one-to-one with a truth table. The relevant truth table here is a conjunctive truth table.
Oh my God.
Nervous laughter?
So you take a logical possibility of, something like, let's say the statement P or Q to just mean that under one possible combination of negation P, negation Q, as part of that conjunction,
I don't know what he's saying.
The value is going to be true.
Cap, did you understand that?
Yeah, can you repeat it?
Okay, so when you have your conjunctive truth table, right, you have P, Q, and then you have P and Q, right? So then you'll plug in all 4 possibilities, right? True, 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 false, false, true, false, false, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just saying logical possibility just means that under one of those
evaluation,
one of those combinations results in true.
Correct.
Correct.
Let me just think of the case against this. It's
no problem. Oh, we might get a good objection.
Come on, Rachel, let's give us something we ain't heard before, bro.
Can we do like a 2-minute like Stunlock DQ and then we just fly up out here? Because I want to leave before he might actually say something smart. Wallahi.
What the fuck? Okay, so just take this implied statement, right? If I travel back in time to kill my grandpa, then I won't exist, right? Now, the truth table for this, I'm sure, as you guys know, would just be true, true, and then we just assume that
give the postulates. Give the postulates. And I hope this is a defeater.
P, Q, and P implies Q.
Can you fill in the variables, buddy?
What do you mean?
What does P stand for?
P is I travel back in time to kill my grandpa.
And what is Q?
Q is I don't exist.
I don't exist. And what's the question?
Or I cease to exist. Okay.
And what does it mean to not exist? What does it mean for P?
Okay, real quick, we're gonna let Rancho lay the whole thing out, and once he's done, you guys.
My teammate was getting clarity questions. Stop Bro,
You can
wallahi,
let
y'all
him
gotta
let
stop
him
talking
let
about
him give
this.
the case, and then you can ask your clarifying questions.
Okay. If I travel back in time to kill my grandpa, then I will cease to exist. Now, do you take it to be the case that one of these evaluations comes out to true?
Wait, I ain't gonna lie. Can we get my teammate back in here, bro?
He's not
Okay,
requesting.
wait, look, I'll just give you a more basic. Okay, rather than doing this weird time travel thing, I'll just do this. If married
Oh, let me be
bachelors
clear. Shut
are
up. Shut the fuck up. Let me be clear. The next time I'm kicked,
Yeah, get kicked, bitch ass. Like, listen,
okay,
let him give his
do you
objection. After he's
do
done,
you
you can
take
respond to
this?
it.
Wait, Cap, this is important because is it only under conjunction or is it under disjunction and implies operations and stuff like that as well?
When the objection goes through, that's when you guys leave. That's really bad looks.
Yo,
But you know,
low key, the objection I gave might just not even have worked because they might take it to only be conjunction. Because if they take it to only be conjunction, I think it might be fine. But um,
So it is over, so I do get to talk now. Let me just break down what just happened to these
that
fucking
was a terrible.
idiots.
Wait, yo, Bridge, I'm sorry. That was a terrible
Well, you still
performance
won.
by
I
me.
don't care.
Look,
listen.
if I'm gonna be modding this shit, like they just asked me to, if you interrupt, you're getting muted. I don't give a fuck. That goes for both of you.
That's fine.
Are we
But
good
we
with
just
that?
That's not
we
fine.
agree.
Fat
Hold
ass,
on,
you
hold
can't
on. Well,
control
let us speak.
yourself.
Can kick breach, or we not
I'm
debating?
in the
Cap,
2v2.
you
Can
did
you
say
please
it.
break
Breach
it
is
down?
in the 2v2 gang.
He needs to stay muted forever because he said he's not speaking.
he said
Okay,
he's
he's
not gonna
not
speak
gonna.
during the
He's
debate.
not gonna
Wait,
look,
Finch. Keep him muted forever.
He's
He
not
said he's
going to
not gonna
talk
speak during the
during.
debate.
Let's
Yes,
make an
I
agreement.
understand. Holy shit. Yes, I
We
will
want to
keep
make
him
an
muted.
agreement.
Holy shit, I will keep him muted during the debate.
Yo,
That's
Hold
not
on,
an
hold
Breeze, they
on.
had
Hold
to
on.
seal you like
We need
Ojo gang.
we
They
need to
said you
make an
can't
agreement.
Hey, this
Who
is
is
my
this guy?
first
Who
time
is this guy?
modeling. What's up with
Hold
y'all?
on. Wait, Finch. We made an agreement. I want to say he won't say a peep. So if
Bro,
he
you
enter,
won't talk
wait,
during
let's give.
dialogue.
Listen, if he enters us one time, we agree that he gets kicked off the panel, or we're not
Yeah,
debating.
sure.
You
bro,
got
why
it.
is the
Okay,
handsome
You
Bedbug
perfect.
got it.
making rules, bro?
Perfect. So muzzle yourself. Let me not. Thank you. You're out of here, buddy. Now let's be clear. Here's how the current dialectic will proceed. We can do talking stick, and if you interrupt, you get muted. But what we're also going to only agree to is maybe 15 minutes more of this beatdown. We're not going to dedicate too much time or valuable time to this beatdown. So it's 6:47. You got 15 minutes to levy a good critique, or we're out of here.
But look,
All right?
Also,
Rancho,
also
to
like
start,
and
get back into the debate.
like and share the live because I have like 9 restrictions right
Okay,
now.
Okay,
that's fine.
wait,
But look,
Rancho. Wait, Rancho. Is only 15 minutes more for the dialogue fine with you? And Breeze is
yeah,
only 15 more minutes
that's
on the
fine.
dialogue fine with you.
That's fine. Yeah.
Sick. Great.
yeah.
Then we have
So
15. Wait, hold up. We have 15 more minutes. You interrupt, you get muted. That goes for either of you. We'll go back to the critique that
yeah, I want
Rancho
to
was
answer
trying to
And
Rancho's
then
levy with the
question.
also,
truth
Kylo and
table.
Cap, do you guys agree to pensive judging or no?
No, we didn't say.
Yeah, we
Yo,
didn't agree to that.
you about to piss me off.
But look, I just want to answer Rancho's question so
Okay.
we can get back into the dialectic. So look, you asked me, do I only accept conjunctive truth tables? Now the answer is going to be yes, and there's a further stipulation given that the postulates are going to be internally coherent. Those are the only two stipulations for possibility here.
Okay. So if P and Q are internally coherent, what it means to say P and Q is logically possible is that there's one evaluation
Okay,
where
word outputs, that's true.
okay, well, here's the issue with that, right? You could have something, you could have like a contradiction, and it would be like, let's say there's, Obama's in front of me, and P would be referring to something like, Obama has a wife, and then Q is Obama's a bachelor, right? Now, it seems that P is coherent and Q is coherent, and then you would have some evaluation where where they cash out to be true, right? Because it's
No,
like Obama.
because the conjunction that's going to be evaluated is one of the postulates such that it wouldn't be internally coherent.
You take that. Okay. So you think that's not internally coherent?
Yeah, the conjunction of the two atoms, right? The two atomic facts wouldn't be internally coherent.
Oh, okay. So P and Q and P and Q have to be coherent. And as
Internally,
long
yeah.
as one of the things cash out to be true, then you think P and Q is possible? Is
Mm-hmm.
logically possible?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's such like a weird definition of logical
Yeah, you're talking to the
possibility.
KG guys over here, buddy.
This guy's pushing 30
But I'm
minutes.
gonna wrap.
Okay. Let me think for a second.
Wait.
Okay.
So you telling me I can't speak unless he said he's done talking? Let's get
You
that
can.
clear.
Holy shit! You can speak, just not in the middle of his
When
fucking
he wasn't
sentence.
even speaking, bitch. So
He
when do I know to
literally
speak?
was.
When do I know
Hey,
to speak? When do I know to
Cap,
speak?
is this
Yo,
like,
Finch, when do I know to
Whenever,
speak?
is
whenever a
this,
sentence is concluded, gang.
could you give me a case? Okay, so all I take logical possibility to mean is something along the lines of there's no like contradiction,
You're
or
equivocating.
there's no law of logic being broken. Could you give me motivation to accept this definition over yours?
It's stipulative, goofy.
Yeah, this is again. I don't understand this whole accept definition talk. This is the way that we're using it in the argument.
Wait,
When you
Cap.
evaluate an argument, you want to say, look, given the relevant definitions or the ways that the interlocutor uses the term, is the argument valid or sound? Now, if you don't have that, gang, I don't understand why the definition talk is even pertinent.
Wait.
Well,
Let me
here's
say
why the
something. Stop
definition
talking.
talk
Wait,
is
it's talking
pertinent.
stick.
I'm
Mute
respond.
him. It's talking stick. No, you can't. I gotta say something. It's a 2v2, so you're gonna shut up. Let's just be very clear. Like within the current dialect, we've levied like the whole argument out. I need to make this very clear and loud. We've levied the whole argument and want to justify and have justified certain premises. The only contentions that have been levied so far are, first of all, clarity questions. No premise have been debunked. No critique has fell through. It's just these low tier clarity questions saying, why should I accept your definition? Buddy, you've been debating long enough. You already know what it means to investigate an argument internally. So let's get all this extra, like, slow, cute talking. Hey, Cap, let's get right to the meat and potatoes. Give us a critique. Chop, chop.
Look, the reason why I'm fixating on definitions and things like that is twofold. One, I think it's important when you take part in a conversation to have this. And two, it's going to be because you guys are using a lot of proprietary definitions, weird things like for God, necessity, and stuff like that. So it seems that you're trying to sort of get one by me, and I don't want to let that happen. So the reason why the definition is relevant in this case about logical necessity is in modal metaphysics, there's certain baggage that's generally brought in when we use terms like necessary and possible. Right? There's certain axioms like S5 axioms that we would be accepting based on the standard definition. Now, if you guys are using some other definition, I would have no reason to suspect that these sort of axioms hold, these sorts of facts hold. And if that's going to be the case, I need to get clear on why I would take this definition to be true.
Wait, can you name a fact?
Definitions aren't truth apps.
Okay, but look, hold on, wait. Can you name something that you don't think the argument follows through on under our definitions? Can you give an example? Because you said you have no reason to think that certain facts, would be true if we operate under these proprietary original definitions that we're using for the argument. So can you give an example?
I'm just looking to see what you mean. Okay, the first point is I'm just looking to see why I would accept this definition of logical necessity over the standard.
Logical necessity? What are you talking
about? When something is logically possible or logically necessary.
So once again, do you know what it means for definitions to be stipulative in an argument?
Yes, I do.
All right, given our definitions, do you agree the argument is internally consistent, logically valid, and sound?
Obviously, I would agree to the soundness of the argument.
Okay, which premise do you deny?
Bro, stop doing this thing where every single time I get onto a point, you just try to.
We gave you all the definition.
Stop. Just stop. Look, I have my way that I'm conducting with these things. I've been remarkably good faith. Instead of dragging you guys into epistemic territory and beating you down there, I've actually engaged with your cluster. Okay, you want me to try it?
Is that going to be a critique?
Yeah, look, if I wanted to just go ahead and debate you, I would just ask you for justification in each premise. But I don't want to do that. I want to actually engage with the substance, right? Now, the reason why I'm asking you and pressing on these definitions is because I want to understand what you guys are saying. And you guys are using lots of proprietary definitions. So your definition, the point that we're on, your definition of logical necessity is that, P or logical necessity for a conjunction, it seems like, is just P, Q, and P and Q are internally coherent.
No, possibility, not necessity, goofy.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Stop blundering.
Logical possibility. Dude, it's really hard to do when there's an annoying ass squirrel in your right ear. Now, all I'm saying is that your definition for logical possibility of a conjunction, P and Q, is that P, Q, P, and Q are all internally coherent, and there's one such combination of true and false or whatever that results in true on the P and Q side.
Yeah, the evaluation, yeah.
Okay, and by internally coherent or internally consistent, what does that mean?
Yeah, you could say something like non-contradictory, or you could say something like there's nothing in the analytic content of the terms that's violated.
Okay.
Yo, my teammate's kind of goated, bro.
Okay, so you just so no laws of logic being broken?
Yeah, that's fine.
You notice how you just...
Wait, you realize that's just the normal definition?
Is this a critique?
Oh my god, dude, can you stop just blustering it? Cap and I are at least getting somewhere when you speak.
Cap and I.
Anyway, look, you realize that's just going to be the exact same thing as the other definition, where you say there's no contradiction or no laws of logic being broken in P and Q, therefore P and Q is possible.
Well, we don't hold possibility to just be the type notion where it's only if the laws of logic are violated. We're specifically using the conjunctive truth table in our notion of possibility.
Oh wait, Cap, hold on. Before I want to say something. By the way, it's my talking time, so I don't want to hear a peep out of you. I just want to recap the end of dialectic once again. All we've been getting for the last 20 minutes have been clarity questions, which we actually have answered maybe about 2 to 3 times now. Every question he's asking, we've already answered. No premise. I want to preface this. I'm going to let you speak because you only have a little bit of time left. There's been no objections, no defeaters, only questions here. And this is coming from the student of Brij, one person we already beat on. So with that being said, just make it quick with an objection. Stop asking these clarity questions. Do something. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So the objection is just going to be in the form of premise 2 is false because there could be a set of infinite contingent things with no external explanation.
Oh my, wait.
No way, he actually did it again. No,
that's embarrassing.
Look,
oh my God, I'm saying
premise 2 doesn't commit you to any...
Mute him.
Hold on, I'm just going to respond. Premise 2 doesn't commit you to any synthetic facts. You understand that, right?
Okay. Yes or no? Yes or no is a binary question.
I need to please get clarity on some of the terms that are being used.
Yeah, let me know.
By synthetic, you mean?
Yeah, about the state of affairs in the actual world.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so then when you say something like, well, premise 2 is false because it is the case that X in the actual world, that's not going to conflict with anything in premise 2, given that premise 2 doesn't commit you to any synthetic facts whatsoever.
No, okay. The issue is premise 2 is false because if the state, so you're saying what you're saying in premise 2, just to be clear, is there's a set, if there's some possible set of contingent affairs, and this set of this set of contingent affairs could have an external explanation.
Yeah, that's all talking about possibilities.
Yeah, I'm rejecting the could have an external explanation because I'm saying it is the case that the set of all contingent states would just be
all contingent states. Did we say that?
Just stop interrupting me. I'm just saying in this case, you're saying all I'm saying here is if the set of all contingent states is the set of all states, then there's no external necessary states.
No, because
that would be an explanation.
Wait, Cap.
Yeah, the reason why this isn't going to work. Hold on, I just want to debunk this real quick.
Twin, wait 1 second. Twin, you're not understanding. Listen to his response. He keeps saying,
yeah, I just want to debunk it. Hold on.
But wait, please listen to me, Twin. Listen. He keeps saying all contingent states. Wallahi, this guy keeps strawmanning. Did we not already say it could be 1 or 2?
Yeah, so, that's fine. But look, I just have something to say. Look, you understand that for any given possible world, Rancho, you could have a different set of contingencies in each possible world, right?
Yes, I agree. But you have
perfect. So when you talk about the possible,
okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, when you talk about the set of contingencies in this world, right, that's not going to conflict with premise 2 because you could have a different set of contingencies in a different possible world, and that possible set of contingencies could possibly have an external explanation, right? For any world W, you could have a different set of contingencies such that any talk about the actual world isn't actually relevant.
Wait, that's not addressing the point. The issue is you're saying that for all given sets of contingent states, right, or all possible sets of contingent affairs, this set, which we'll say S, possibly has an external explanation, correct?
We didn't quantify over all possible sets.
He keeps making that blunder. Wait, stop. Don't speak. Let me use my talking time. I want to flag for the rec. Bro, this goofy keeps blundering over the quantification scope. We've literally already explicated like 10 minutes ago. The relevant quantification scope does not have to be a universal. We're not committed to that. So his critique is another straw man. Oh, you guys keep talking about all the contingencies. No, we've already explicated this. Stop blundering. You got about 4 minutes left. I've already told you need to give a critique.
Look, okay, so look, let me just get clear. You're saying premise 2 is false because you can have an infinite set of contingencies in the actual world, right, that are like either unexplained or are the kinds of things that are all internally explained. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying anything about the actual world. I'm just saying premise 2, at least the thing that I wrote down and what I understand is you're saying for a set of contingent states or a set of contingent affairs, this set could possibly have an external explanation, correct?
We're not taking it depends on how you're taking that, because if you're taking that to be quantifying over every set, no, obviously not, right? We're just saying, look, it's internally coherent and possible to imagine a set of all contingent states that has an external explanation, right? Obviously not all sets, because you could have sets that are, maybe intrinsically brute, or you want to say something like internally explained, right? The infinite chain, etc. But we're just saying, well, it's internally coherent and it doesn't output as false to just have a set that is externally explained.
Oh, so you're making an even weaker claim. You're just saying it's possible for a contingent set to possibly have an external explanation.
We're saying this contingent. We're saying, look, a contingent set is possible, and that possible contingent set could possibly have an external explanation.
Okay.
That's all.
Can you give a critique already?
Oh my God, I'm going through this, right? I don't do modal.
You've had half an hour already.
Just shut up, dude. Okay. I don't want to get into the.
Stop muting my mic, dude. Finch, goofy.
Only muted when you cut him off.
But yeah, I mean, if you have like a better critique, because that one just doesn't work.
Yo, Rancho, say KG is like the best, and we'll give you extra 5 minutes.
I really want this conversation to end, dude.
So say KG is the best, and I'll give you another 5 minutes. Well, all right, come on, hurry up. What's your critique? All right, come on, chop, dude.
Dude, okay, I don't know, maybe because you've never thought a day in your life, but when presented with these arguments about
skip the meta.
Okay, this guy's telling me to skip the meta, by the way. Okay, so okay, and then you define logical possibility for conjunctions, but how are you getting logical? What's your definition of logical possibility?
Once again,
one thing.
Okay, I'm going to tell you one more time. Look.
Is it just no contradiction?
Wait, hold on. Look.
We never said just no contradiction.
Hey guys, quick intermission. KG is partnering with Gabble, which is a debating app that allows you to enter cash prize tournaments, climb the leaderboards, and have one-on-one debates with real people or AI bots that are judged. Check out the app with the link below. Now let's get back to the video.
Okay, look, I'm going to explain it one more time. Logical possibility, and I want you to make sure that you're actually paying attention. So I'm going to say.
Can you tell him to type it down, Twin? Like, this can't be real.
Maybe you want to type it down. Look, Logical possibility is the type notion where you take postulates P and Q, right?
No, I'm asking for just P. How do you know if P is logically possible?
That's not even relevant.
Yeah, that's not.
That is relevant. That is relevant.
Did we ever say that? Is that our burden?
Yes, a necessary thing. Yes, a necessary thing is possible.
Now what's being said there?
That P is possible. Oh my god.
Okay, wait. When you say a necessary thing is possible, that's broken down into two postulates. That's analytical.
What are the two postulates?
The two postulates is set of contingencies has an external explanation.
When did I ever say? Wait. When did I ever say set of contingencies?
No, I'm saying
necessary thing is possible.
Yes, you break that down into two postulates.
Okay, what are the two postulates?
Okay, good debate, guys.
Okay,
GG's.
Real quick, just go ahead and vote in the poll to who you guys think won.
If you bet on Rancho,
I don't understand because I'm been listening.
Hold up. One sec. Look, Kylo, Cap, are you guys fine with concluding it here, or would you like to extend time?
We can give our closing statements.
Perfect. Rancho, are you fine with concluding it here, or would you like to extend time?
Please, can we end it here?
Perfect. We'll start with Kylo and Cap giving conclusion for 3 minutes.
He can go first. He can go first.
Is a counter argument ever given? Because I never.
Be quiet, bro. Let them get close.
Wait,
you guys got it. You guys got it.
Wait, Finch, before they close.
So why is he over talking us, Finch?
Wait, I just said before you closed. You didn't even start talking yet. You just started talking over me after I started speaking. How's it over talking if I was talking first?
We gotta give our closing.
You implemented yourself into the situation so that you can victim blame.
Finch, the debate's not over.
Finch, mute him.
Okay, just give the closing.
No, you said you
both
weren't.
of you, fine. Holy shit. Let's just get the close so we can wrap this fucking shit up.
Let's keep that dog on the muzzle.
Okay, cool. Kylo, go ahead and give your.
Why is he unmuted?
Give your conclusion. You
wait. Why is he talking?
Holy shit, he's muted. I'm going to start a 3-minute timer. Whenever that timer starts,
kick him. You said you would kick him. You agreed. You agreed. Yeah, bye, doggy.
There you go. Hold up. Shut up. Whenever the timer starts, start your conclusion.
That dog just got kicked. Brij, send the comments and just I want you to reminisce about.
Keep it relevant to the conclusion.
Hey, muzzle yourself, boy. Don't interrupt me, bitch. I'm in the middle of my closing. I use my full 2 minutes. So let's just break down.
Get in the comment, Brij.
Yo, kick him.
Good.
Restart my time. No, that's a violation. Wallahi, restart my time. Don't bring that dog back up. All right, perfect. Ooh, it's just so crazy. Like this TikTok LARP comp, man. Like, really? Restart my time. Wallahi, this is not.
Who's letting him back up?
Pensive, stop letting him back up.
Listen, strip Pensive, the stupid. Ooh, I'm gotta stay TOS. Pensive, you goofy. You could join up and get your teeth caved in next. So stop letting that dog up. Now let's just break down what transpired here, right? We came on. Look, Brij was talking crazy. He amped up his son. Oh, my student is so good, and this and that. And he's gonna beat on you guys. And then let's get into the conversation. The debate begins. And in the midst of the debate, or actually prior to the debate, the preliminary section of the debate was us explicating our definitions. We said, what do we take God to be? What kind of argument we're going to be running? Blase, X, Y, Z. Now, when we get into the debate, we actually not only give one premise, but we give the whole arguments, right? And the interlocutor, says, well, why shall I set your definition? That's a blunder. Definitions aren't even truth that's. So we clarified his blunder there. And then we started to justify each premise. Now, in the debate, there was no premise was denied. We substantiate every premise that he asked us to. We answer all the clarity questions he asked us to. So I don't understand how these people can be like self-proclaimed high tiers and like just these big dogs in the calm. And then we give them the KG ontological argument, and then they're just stoned as fuck. They have no defeaters. Like he's like coping about how he just doesn't study much modal logic and it takes a lot of time. Like, bro, you guys are goofy. See, Brij. Oh, don't. I don't want to hear no echo. So Brij offered his son up as cattle. He was like. Claimed like he's a wolf in sheep's skin, but then got exposed to be nothing much more than a mere sheep. Just a sheep. And Rancho, this is no diss to you because you're a pretty chill guy, but when you watch this wreck back, you're going to be disappointed in yourself. And your daddy Brij in the comments, you should beat the shit out of him for letting him he let you get beat on by yourself. You didn't defeat any premise. We answer all your questions. We justify every premise you needed. You just look like very fucking bad. I'm not going to even use up all my time. I'm going to let the intellectual giant Cap kind of explicate what happened in the dialectic more in depth than me because I really just want to clown this goofy. Brij, you're my son. I want everybody to know Brij is son of KG. Already caved his teeth in, and with that was going to be my closing statement. GG, simple, nigga, simple.
Yeah, I'll give mine next. That's fine. Let me know when you start my timer.
Wait, y'all do not get 6 minutes, bro. What the fuck?
Wait. You don't get a full 3 minutes. Hold up. I got it. Yo, you don't get like another full 3 minutes. Kylo ate most of your time, but I'll give you a minute.
A minute? Okay, that's fine. I don't know why I'm getting less time to give my closer, but it's fine. So look, obviously, during the debate, it sounded like Rancho had a lot of confusion, and I don't really fault him because we really sat back in the lab and we cooked this shit up. We had our own definitions. All of this shit is proprietary, gang. You're never gonna find this argument out anywhere because this is our original formulation. And I don't really fault him, but it sounded like he asked us a lot of clarity questions. He seemed confused. I had to repeat myself on multiple definitions, and that's fine. What I'm not understanding is why Brij would offer Rancho up like this. Now, Brij, after this, you have to fulfill your end of the agreement. You have to go around saying we beat you because technically this was a 2v2, and you said if we beat Rancho, then you would do that. So I expect you not to be dishonest, and I expect you to do that. But yeah,
you lost though.
Okay, shut up.
You lost, bitch. You got beat up.
Wait.
But look,
I get a minute to talk. Presumably,
give the rest of my.
Okay.
Wait. Finish. Now I get time to talk. Okay, calm.
So
Okay,
you're in
speak
Rancho's
throughout the
started.
course. Okay, yeah, I'll just take a minute and a half. I don't need that long because they need extra brain power to talk because they speak fat fucking English and talk like porcupines if they could speak English. But this is what happened, okay? Rancho, who can barely even talk louder than a whisper, right? Significantly expressed the fact that these two have no idea what they're talking about. They struggled on answering basic questions about their view that they study 24/7 inside their server, where they circle jerk each other and convince each other that they're really good and that they're getting better every single day, but they're not, okay? These guys are making fake progress. They dopamine talk about getting better in the comm. Can you name a single feat that these guys have? No, you can't. They're talking about eviscerating Ben and me in a 2v2. I went up there, let Ben do dishes on the mic, and then also fucking sat there and asked them 3 questions about justification that, by the way, they had the inability to answer. And then the day after, when I caught these 2 fucking porcupines trying to claim a feed on me, I went up on their live and kicked their fucking teeth in, and it's on recording, and it's so embarrassing. They never want to talk about those wrecks. They only want to talk about the one where nobody was speaking to them and nobody cared to talk to them, right? So what Rancho did was he embarrassed them. They had the inability to answer the majority of the substantive questions that were posed towards them because all they do is study up on a fucking set of responses to the questions. And then when they get something that's outside of that response, they have no idea what they're doing. So they just jump each other and use cringe ass rhetoric and got voted against in the majority for this poll. Despite the fact that they invited their clan to watch this debate, they still lost the poll 70 to 30%. What are you doing? How the fuck do you lose that poll despite inviting your entire clan to come watch you?
Time's up.
No, it's not. It hasn't been 3 minutes. And your entire clan puts me and Rancho 18 tiers above the both of you because you fucking stink.
Hey, Rancho, do you want to use the rest of the time?
I really don't know how much time is left, but just put it above me and I'll just.
There's a minute 11. It's on Apollo's timer.
Oh wait, I just can't see that.
I go after Rancho? I kind of wanted to comment.
But yeah, okay, I'll just say. First they were supposed to be giving an argument for God, and then I guess I slipped up because I accidentally granted their definition. So we're actually just arguing if a necessary thing exists. So in my eyes, they still haven't fulfilled the burden. Then yeah, the question was, well, why are you asking so many questions about the premises and stuff? Well, one, it's worded in kind of a terrible way, and 2, half of the definitions are the non-standard definitions. Also, I don't do modal metaphysics, right? So I mean, that all being aside, I decided to be good faith and not try to get into a different domain like epistemology or probability theory or something of that nature, or give my own argument and like give some sort of low prior objection. I decided to just engage with their argument. I was handicapped, right? Like it was a 1v2. I can't talk that loudly. What else? It's the domain I don't do. It's your best subject, and you guys still lost the poll. So not the
70
best
to 30%, bro. Pathetic.
Okay, that's time.
The recording's forever. The recording is forever. Polls won't save you, boy.
Okay.
Polls won't save you. Polls won't save you. Polls won't save you.
The poll,
The polls can't save that beat down. The polls can't change the beat down.